in this video we are going to discuss about missing values. So how to denote or how to use the missing values in case of R, and how to remove the missing values in R programming language, that we will discuss in today's video. Okay, so what exactly the missing values are? So let's say, so we are using 6 or 7 values. In the 6 or 7 values, one letter is missing. So by default it is assigned with some character or some character string like that. So in such case, what is the procedure that we have to follow in order to remove that missing values? So generally in R, the missing values are defined by or indicated by NA or NaN. So these are the two indications or two symbols which we will use for representing the missing values in case of our programming language. Okay, so normally is.na. So this is used to test the objects if they are not applicable or not. It means generally if you want to know a particular value is a missing value or not, so this is the first criteria that we use, is.na open brace and close brace. And second criteria, so is.nan open brace and close brace. So this is another indication in order to test the missing values. Okay, and this missing values have a class also. Class in the sense whether it is numeric, whether it is decimal, or whether it is integer, whether it is complex, or whether it is character. So every missing value have some class also. So there it may be integer NA, or it may be character NA, etc., etc. Okay, and a NaN, it means a NaN value is also a NA, but the conversion is not true. It means if you are going to convert the NaN into a NA value, that's not possible, but a NaN value can be treated as a NA value, and you can also create a vector with missing values also. So now we will see the example how the missing values are assigned to a vector. So let's see here x. So here the x is the variable, okay, and c. So one second. Okay, see here x. So x is the variable, and c open brace and close brace, this is called as combine command. So this combine command is particularly used for representation of a vector. Okay, so here see the values 1, 2, NA, 10 and NA. So these are the 5 values that you are representing by using the combine command. So where these values are stored here in the x variable. Okay. Okay. So you are taking 5 values here. Out of 5 values, 2 are the missing values. Those are represented by the NA symbol. So that we are passing to x. So passing to the x variable. So now we want to see what are the values exactly stored in case of x. So you will get these values on the screen. Okay. And if you want to know whether the values are NA values or not, so then we will use this function is.na. So this function will return the result in a logical data type. Logical data type in a sense whether it may be true or false. Okay, so if the elements or if the vector contains the, let's see here in this vector it contains the missing values, so it will give the result as true. So if the vector doesn't contains any missing values or NA values, then it will gives the false false value here. So let's see here, is dot NA of x. So here x is a variable where all these 5 values are stored. Okay, so in these values we want to know what are actual values and what are missing values. So in that case, is dot NA function turns the result into logical data type. Okay, so let's see here, 1 is a value, right? So it displays the false, and 2 is a value, so it will displays the false, and NA is a missing value, right? So it will displays the result as true, and 10 is a value, right? So it's not a missing value, so it displays the false, and NA is a missing value, so it displays the true. So that this is the criteria how the missing values are represented and how the missing values are checked by using is dot NA function. Okay, so is it clear? So next we will move to the representation of NaN. Okay, so let's see here, same values, but additionally whatever the values that we are represented in the previous example, so one more thing is added, that is 0 by 0. Okay, so this all values we are assigning to the x variable and simply give the x. So these are all the values that are stored in x, 1, 2, NA, 10, NA and NaN. Okay, so in this criteria, so only NaN values are displayed as true and remaining all values are turned into false. So let's see here, 1 is the actual value, actual numerical value, 2 is the numerical value, NA is the missing value, 10 is the missing normal value, and NA is the missing value, and the additional value that we had given is 0 by 0, which is converted into NaN. So only NaN value, if we use the is dot NaN function in order to know the logical data type of the values that are represented in this vector, so simply give is dot NaN. So for all are false except the last value, because this is the NaN value. Okay, so this is how the missing values are represented in case of R. Okay, so up to now we had gone through how to represent the missing values in case of R. So now just see how to remove that missing values or NA values. So generally NA is nothing but not available or not accessible, or anyways generally we consider it as not available values. Okay, so how to remove these NA values, so that we will look into now. Okay, so first, in order to extract the NA values in the given vector, you have to follow some procedure. First you have to represent the values. Okay, so see here, x less than hyphen C of 100, 200 and NA, 300, NA and 400. So here I am taking 2 NA values. The 2 NA values I want to remove. Okay, so these, in order to know that, you have to convert that into logical data type and you have to assign that to a variable. So that I am using the B variable. Okay, B less than hyphen is dot. So carefully listen, I am going to remove the NA value, so that I am using the function is dot NA. So is dot NA of where all the values are there in the x variable. So x. Okay. So now if I want to remove this, so I will go for x of exclamatory mark B. Okay. So in this I have to use the square brackets. Okay. And if you want to extract elements except NaN values. Okay. So this is the criteria how to remove the NA values, and this is the criteria how to remove the NaN values. Okay, 100, 200, NA, same thing, 0 by 0 is added. Okay, and here I am storing the values to the y variable. So y of exclamatory mark is dot NA of y. Okay, So then it converts the entire vector into the values except NA values and NaN values. So you will get the result like this: 100, 200, 300 and 400. Okay. So look at this carefully. So here I had assigned 100, 200, NA, 300, 400 and values to X variable. So in this vector I want to remove the NA values. So what is the syntax that I am using for removing the NA values here? In a sense, X is dot NA. First I have to look out whether NA values are there in the variable or not. So that I am using is dot NA function. Okay. And after that, in order to remove that NA values, I am using the exclamatory mark here. So exclamatory mark B. That too in the square bracket. Square bracket is compulsory. So it will remove all the NA values and it will give you the result on the screen. Okay. And in the same manner, if you want to remove the NaN values, the same procedure we have followed. So exclamatory mark is dot NA of Y. So after giving this command, you will get all the result on the screen. This result on the screen. Next one. Okay. So apart from this, we will go for using of another function. So there is another useful function called complete dot cases in order to go for missing values. So how to use this complete dot cases? Okay. So X less than hyphen C of 100, 200, NA, 400, NA and 500. Okay. And another thing I am taking here, that is Y less than hyphen. So here I am taking two variables now. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. This is the variable X variable. Okay, and this is the Y variable. So in X variable I am storing some values and in Y variable I am storing some characters. Okay, and this I want to know what I want to see only the values, not missing values. Only the values that are there in the variable I want to see. So in such case, C less than hyphen complete dot cases of what are the two variables that I am seeing here? X and Y. Okay. So after giving this, you have to give X square bracket of C. It means in X, it removes all the NA values and it will give only 100, 200, 400 and 500. If I give Y square bracket of C, I will get only the values that are there in this Y variable, that is X, Y, Z and W. So this is the way how to go for extraction of missing values and non-values in case of a vector. Okay. So we had come across with the two criteria. Simply listen. So missing values in the sense NA or NaN values. Okay. In order to convert these values into a logical data type, we use two functions, is.NA and is.NaN. Apart from this, another method is there. Another method is, in order to extract the original values from the data, we will use complete dot cases. So these are the two ways that we follow in order to indicating the missing values and extracting the missing values from the data set. Okay, so this is about the missing values.